In this video, we will see the user interface and basics of ANSYS Mechanical APDL. First, we must go to Start, ANSYS and open Mechanical APDL Product Launcher. APDL stands for ANSYS Parametric Design Language. We can see the working directory and job name here. You can modify the working directory by going to Browse option here, and you can change the job name here. And then after selecting these two, we must give Run. Any analysis is of three stages: pre-processing, processing and post-processing. In pre-processing stage, we must define the element type, model, meshing, the boundary conditions and the loads. In processing stage, the system or the software will compute the results of our problem. In post-processing stage, we can obtain the result in the form of graphs, plots, tables, etc. The tools available here are under the main menu. First, we must go to Preferences. We must select the type of analysis we are going to do, whether it is structural, thermal or ANSYS fluid. Also, we can mention any electromagnetic properties that are needed for our problem, and then we must select OK. Next one is preprocessor. Under preprocessor, the first thing we have is element type. In element type, we can add any element type according to the problem, such as links, beam, pipe, solid, shell, and there are many more element types available. You can also add or remove degrees of freedom under element type. The next one is real constants. Real constants is used to add constants such as cross-sectional area, thickness, etc. Next one is material properties. We must define the materials under this. We can either mention it as a material from selecting it from material library, or we can define a material model by giving the properties of the material. For importing material from material library, we must go to import library. We must select our working unit, and under material library file we can select a desired material. The material library will be available under program files, ANSYS, the version of the ANSYS you are using, and then ANSYS material library. You can select a material from here: aluminum, copper, magnesium, nickel, steel, titanium, etc. Or you can select the material model option, and you can define the material properties here, such as if you want to mention the Young's modulus and Poisson ratio, you can go to structural, linear, elastic and isotropic. Here you can mention the Young's modulus and Poisson ratio. You can also mention the density here and other properties when they are required in the problem. The next one is sections. Sections is used for defining cross sections for beams. The next option is modeling. In modeling, you will create 2D sketches and 3D models. You can create 2D sketches through create option. You can extrude the 2D sketches. You can perform Boolean operations such as intersect, add, subtract, divide, glue, etc. Generally, Boolean operation is used to perform these operations between two 2D sketches. The next one is move or modify option. You can move or modify the sketch, copy, reflect, and other options are available under modeling. The next step is meshing. Meshing generally involves discretization of the model into smaller discrete elements. The software will analyze the problem and apply the equations to solve the problem to small elements, and then cumulatively we will get the answer at the solution. So, how fine the mesh is, it will affect the accuracy of the results. The more finer the mesh, the more accuracy you can obtain. In solution, you can define loads. For that, you can go to apply. In apply, you will see different loads based on the preference you have selected earlier. Next, you can give solve from current ls. If you give out this option, the solution will be done, and then you can go to post-processing stage. For post-processing, you can go to general post-proc. In general post-proc, you can read results, you can view the results in result viewer. In result viewer, you can view the results as in the form of plots. Then for taking printout of plots, you can go to plot controls and capture image. Now you can save the file as an image file, or you can take a printout. Since the background is black in color, it will be difficult for printouts, so you can go to plot controls, style, colors, and you can give reverse video so that the background will be white. These are the main tools or options available in ANSYS APDL software. We will see further tools whenever applicable in our problems in upcoming videos. Thank you.